Hellcat.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a video on Beard Dragon safe foods. So in this video I have Venom with me, since he's a Beard Dragon, like I do bring Venom with all my Beard Dragon videos. So in today's video, which means we're doing Beard Dragon safe foods, which I'll be doing some greens, which is salads, and then some bugs. Bugs I'm going to go into more deeply with kind of how many calcium, fat, and maybe different things that's good about them or disadvantages, like pros and cons, and then some other things I want to talk about as well. So first I'm going to talk about greens or salads, as you may call them. I have a list here of all the different kind of greens or staple greens, salads that you can feed a dragon, a Beard Dragon. So somewhere, so some list on the list are Agrila, which is or sorry to pronounce it wrong, which is a rocket with Mario, that's what we call it. That's what I feed Venom. And then there's bok choy, cactus pads, collard greens, dandelion greens, endive, escarole, kale, which is kind of an oldest, but what I'm going from. But kale can be fed in variety kind of variation. That's why I put it on the list. That's what I'm going to say, because you can feed as a staple in variation, like not just staple I mean kale as kind of all the time, but kind of just maybe once a week probably as variety. And then others are mustard greens, oak choy, turnip greens, and Swiss chard. They're all staples that you can feed your Beard Dragon here. And there's some mixtures that you can mix in with the salad are artichoke heart, I don't know how to pronounce it, but then there's basil, bell pepper, calamantions, calintro, I don't know how to pronounce all different things. Carrot greens, cucumber, which will be peeled, carrot grated raw, and then clover, pesticide and herbicide free, mint leaves, and then parsley, rose petals, squash, which we raw, so you can chop it up and grate it up like with the carrot, and then or yam grated raw. Some things you can't feed your Beard Dragon are onion and avocado. They're kind of poisonous, which wouldn't be good for your Beard Dragon's digestive system or your Beard Dragon's health. So vegetables should be sliced thin, but to bite-sized pieces that your Beard Dragon can lick with their tongue or grab them with their tongue, which will be wet or slimy vegetables like cucumber and cactus may frustrate Beard Dragon, so they may get angry because they can't lick it up, but can't lick it up. So yeah, so it's what I have in my notes is try not to use them things, but we can try hand feed them to her, but your dragon may incidentally bite you in the effort for That's what I read in my put in my notes. As in, if you're kind of if you're feeding cucumber or what else did I say? And cactus, this basically free, so you could hand feed them to not make it so frustrating, so your Beard Dragon can pick it up. Now I'm just going to quickly touch on fruits. So 10% of your Beard Dragon's diet may consist of fruit, depending on their age. But fruits tend to have a large high water content and more sugar than vegetables. So they must be fed sparingly to prevent a laxative effect, which is actually good in some cases if your Beard Dragon has a kind of indigestion problem, or maybe constipated, or if they're not pooing, then you can give them fruit to try and push it. But they can also make excellent treats. However, to make this a treat, that's just a bit mistake in my notes. I tried to read, but I can't read because of this mistake. But some staples are cactus fruit, which is a good kind of fruit that you can feed, and maybe like every day. I don't know. The mixers, which you can feed occasionally, every few days, which would be melon, berries, grapes, figs, peaches, and apples. And then some things to avoid which have poison are citrus and rhubarb. That's it for the fruit side of things. Let's now move on to bugs. So for bugs for Blue Dragons, I'm going to be talking about when we saying from the top, so what the best bug is from the least, from kind of going in that order of list. So the first one I'm going to talk about are dubrochas. As well, I forgot to say, these are actually no order of my favourite either, they're just order of what's the best. So even though one of the bugs I don't like are crickets, and that's what I'm going to talk about. One of the bugs I'll talk about in this part of the video. Now moving back on to dubrochas. So dubrochas have a moisture of about 65.6%, protein about 23.4%, fat 7.2%, ash 1.2%, fibre 2.9%, and then calcium 800 milligrams slash kilograms, and then phosphorus 2,600. So they're the dubrochas are the best that you can get. So that must be the best ratio for your Blue Dragon. Now moving on to crickets. So crickets have a 77.1% moisture, 15.4% protein, 3.3% fat, and ash 1.1%, and then fibre percentage 2.2%, and then the calcium milligrams per kilograms 275, and then phosphorus 2,520 milligrams per or slash kilograms. Now to the next one, superworms or mealyworms, may call them. 57.9% moisture, 19% protein, and then 17.7% fat, and then ash 1.0% ash. So yeah, and then 2.7% fibre, and then calcium per milligram per kilogram will be 177. And then phosphorus, like the milligram per kilogram or slash kilogram, would be 2,370. That's the next one, which is mealworms. I don't really like mealworms since they have a lot of chitin, but let's go ahead with this one. So moisture of 61.9%, protein 18.7%, 13.4% fat, and then ash of 0.9%. And then fibre of 2.5%, and then calcium, kind of what I said, milligram per kilogram or kilogram per slash, and then phosphorus of 2,950. Now on to the last one, which is the locust, the normal locust, and that has a calcium about 13%, and water content of 62%. And a body matter of 37.9%, and then chitin of 20%.80%, so 20.80%, and then a protein of 22.59%, and a fat of 8.03%, and then the minerals, so the ash of 2.5%. The locust is read off a different scale, so I don't know if that's true, because the locust was now on another scale, but I might include it because I do feed personally feed venom locust as a variety to give her a correct kind of different live foods that she can try out and feed on in her lifetime. Now that's all the insects that you can feed. Now all my personal favourite and the favourite of everybody else's, all the reptile keepers, are dubrochas, which are the best you can feed your Blue Dragon. Now referring back to the kind of salads and greens, there is no kind of best one, but there is favourites, but it's not a best one. Well, I only have Rocket in my area, so Rocket is my favourite, and Venom likes it as well. I loves it kind of, and that's something I really can give her with kale and kind of spinach with that, and that's kind of only. Yeah, so my personal favourite is Rocket, but I don't know what yours is, so you can put that down in the comments below. That's it for this video on Blue Dragon kind of foods for all different ratios. So hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notification when I post. Bye.